Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go from Jacksonville. The return team gonna let that one go. Through the end zone, it's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Man in motion here is Jennings. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They run once more with McCaffrey. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Purdy. That's taken in, and he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Purdy now on 2nd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Man in motion here is Jennings. They're going. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Again in the air for Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Here's Purdy. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Once again, it's Etienne. Up the sideline, past midfield. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down. They'll run it once more with Etienne. Room to run again. And he'll wind up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 19-yard line. They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, And it'll bring up third down. Lawrence. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A give for McCaffrey running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll go with Purdy. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
Duvernay in motion. On first down, Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In motion comes Thomas. Now second down throw for Lawrence. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Lawrence throwing on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. So Kittle comes in motion. Purdy works out of the pistol. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
The last 2 runs go nowhere and sets up 3rd and very long. They'll go play action. Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it's going to be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Back to the air is Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. To throw once more, it's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Throwing again is Purdy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Really nice job here by the defense, staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little bit further before they head to the locker room. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he gets into the end zone. A perfect finish to this half. They get the touchdown on the final play and top it off with a 2-point conversion. So we've reached halftime here in Jacksonville with the Jaguars out front, as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in our studios with the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
You can almost hear the conversations on the sideline. So they spend the halftime talking about, we can't let up. We've got to come back and extend our lead here to start the second half. And they come out and get a huge boost with a terrific kickoff return.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Duvernay with the grab. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time, and it'll be second down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. They get 24 on that one. First down, Jacksonville. That is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, San Francisco. And we have a tie game. What a big turnaround. The defense comes up with the score to square the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
This defense took the field, Mike, saying, we've got to get the ball back to our offense. Give them a chance to tie this up. Well, they didn't even need their offense to take the field. They did it all themselves, and as you said, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First and 10. Lawrence now. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The second defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Lawrence. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. Here's Lawrence. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second down, Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are all tied here in the third quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Purdy works out of the pistol. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll be 3rd down. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot. Throwing again is Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action. Here's Purdy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jauan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. Purdy has the offense ready as they will go for 2. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Duvernay in motion. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. Duvernay on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A first down throw for Lawrence. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. First down. To throw is Lawrence. And that one incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Open man, it's Davis downfield. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. Now it is first and goal. Now here's Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will score. Game on. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Lawrence. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. It's a foot race.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Pivotal moment here for the Jaguars. They're going to go for 2. Here's Lawrence. He's got a man. It's caught in the end zone. They get the 2 points, and it's going to allow them to take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. Now it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Man in motion here is Jennings. That'll be incomplete, so they go for the trickery, but it does not work out, and it's going to be 4th down. They send him right out of the slot. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. Lawrence now. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. And now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
But the defense quick to read this. They bust in, drop him before he could take that shot downfield. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Man in motion here is Jennings. On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 4th down, and he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much, and that should wrap this one up.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Throwing again is Purdy. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Talanoa Hufanga had the coverage from the safety position and comes away with the breakup. This is caught at the 2. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Here we go. One final play. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Niners are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So shouts to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say, so long from Jacksonville.